want to leave me and I wouldn't blame you. But I don't mean to freak you out, I'm not just some kind of fool. I'm the fool for you. Yeah.
Right, this is Bards Tales, Dub Vampire interviewing Marv.
Hello.
Marvellous Marv.
Hello.
So let's start off with where you're from.
So,
where are you from?
So originally I'm from the northeast, a little place called Yarm, which is just outside Middlesbrough.
Outside Middlesbrough, so
Just outside,
it's
yeah.
outside of
Miserable.
So how long was you living there for?
Oh, I was born there, so that was 21 years up in the northeast, and so I moved here in 2002.
Right, so you're, that's 10 years you've been here now then.
I think my friend tells me that means I'm an adopted Manc now, because it's 10 years.
Yeah, after 10 years you become an honorary Manc.
Great.
And you're only adopted when you have children.
Alright, okay.
So it'll be a bit of a while yet for
Right.
you. If you never know though, do you? You never know. You never know. So right, so that's where you're from.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing all this business?
I started playing when I was a kid, but gave it up
What,
when
on
I was
the piano?
about 7 or 8 years old, but gave it up by the time I was 14 or so, because I flit around a lot of things and I don't stay interested in any one thing for a long time.
Right.
So I played tenor horn and tuba and drums and guitar.
Tuba?
And, yeah, all
Is that
kinds
one of
of
big,
stuff.
massive
Yeah, all kinds of bum 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 bum
yeah,
bum.
yeah.
It was good. It's fun.
trombone? You ever got a trombone?
No, there's
I've always
no
wanted
notes
a
on that. It's all madness. You don't know what you're
trombone.
doing.
That's why I'm into it.
But so I went through all that, and then around the age of 30, so 5 years ago, just decided to start playing piano again. So
Right,
kind of from then seriously.
right. You know, so that's that's it now then, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna concentrate. So I mean, there's a kind of wit to your music, I think.
Thanks.
There's a kind of little bit of a wit going on there. So where's that coming from in your mind?
The kind of wit side of things is probably because I watch a huge amount of stand-up and
Right,
have kind of harboured secret feelings that I'd like to be a stand-up, I just don't have the guts to go and do that.
So you got a piano to hide behind.
Exactly, with piano in front of you can dress up the music, that's easier to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of recent stuff, I mean, Tim Minchin is a huge influence.
Right,
He's
okay.
incredible stuff.
Right.
But even like old musicians like Jake Thackeray.
Jake, yeah.
All of his stuff is
I
fantastic.
remember him from when I was a kid.
Right. But,
So we used to watch him on the telly when I was a kid.
yeah. But both my parents have got a great sense of humour as well, so it's probably just a result of lots of different.
Didn't he have a
influences.
few hits in the 70s? This Jake Thackeray guy.
La Di Da, I think, is his most famous
La-di-da.
one. It's all about they're getting married and the wedding having to be all la di da for the benefit of his wife's mum, but he didn't want it all, and it's all about. It's kind of like that song because it's all about he loves her, but he's just saying it in a variety of different ways. But yeah.
Jake Thackeray, yeah, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
You don't really hear much of that witty music anymore. It all seems to be either like they're all trying to be either the Stone Roses,
Yeah.
or they want to be, Oasis, and
Yeah.
it seems to be there's so much music trying to be like that. And where's the kind of
But that's where the interest is in for me.
yeah,
Doing something different. I love going to these open mic nights up and around Manchester, where you get 4 or 5 beautiful singer-songwriters playing guitar probably, and they're stunning voices and beautiful melodies, and then I get up and do a rap song about being pregnant and a love song about potatoes and rice. It's just doing something completely different and really enjoying the reaction of people in the pub.
Well, I think you're onto something there, mate. I
Yes.
think you're onto something there.
Thanks, Doug.
So let's just talk a bit more about you. You mentioned Jake Thackeray, who in the pure musical side,
Yeah.
rather than let's call it theatrical.
I remembered the other day why it was I wanted to be a singer, because I ended up watching The Commitments.
Oh,
Remember The
right,
Commitments?
okay. Yeah, I remember
That
that.
film
Yeah.
had a massive impact on me when I was a kid.
Did it? Well, it was a massive film.
It was, and it was still brilliant when I watched it just the other day. But that and Blues Brothers, this kind of concept of being able to sing like all blues musicians, with huge passion and kind of rage and emotion behind it, but not necessarily worrying about whether you're hitting exactly all the notes.
Yeah, well, that's
I love
all the great singers are like
yeah.
that. from
So
there on.
that I just launched it. Like Roger Daltrey as well from The Who,
Right,
massive voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, all that kind of stuff I listen to.
So really, so I kind of get where you're coming from. So So what can people listen to that's available for people to listen to of your stuff?
There's bits and pieces around. They're not really housed in one place at the moment. That's something I've got to get sorted out. But if you go on Facebook, I've got a Facebook page called MARV Willers Music, and on YouTube, if you go on there and search for MARV Willers, you'll find a good 10 or 15 different songs.
All right, well, you've got plenty of stuff out there, so there's a lot for people to go to.
I think it was when I started doing this again about 5 years ago, because I've done the band and I've done little projects.
Oh, you've done a band? What's that? What's that now?
No, it was just, we did it for 10 years, I think it was. The bassist moved to Australia. I tried learning bass, it did not go well. And after that point, they just found its natural end. There wasn't any issue or anything like that, but so having done all that kind of stuff and now being able to focus.
Are you a bit hesitant on getting involved in other musicians then?
Well, having done some like solo work, yeah. Because when you play by yourself, you've just got yourself to organise. I can agree the date of the gig, I get myself to the place on time, that is fine. I get stressed out by organising others.
Don't we all? Don't we all? So what's next then? What's next for you?
So, aside from kind of music writing, which I will always do and carry on doing,
right.
I'm involved in trying to get some more video editing and stuff like that off the ground at the moment. So we did a show last year called Sellotapes, which was very similar to this. Getting local musicians in and producing videos for them. I'd love to get back into doing that kind of stuff, or just working on videos as a whole. I'm trying to get that side of my brain a bit better. All visuals.
Well, there's so much stuff you can get now, software that helps you to do all of that.
Exactly.
It's great, and the man behind the camera over there knows all about it, so maybe you can point him for a bit of information.
Well, that's the tricky thing, because I've got all the software, I've just not got the creative eye yet. So working on that side of it, but you know, it's nice to have challenges and stuff.
Alright, so what else do you do then besides, you can't spend all your life behind the piano taking the piss?
No, I've got a very serious corporate job, which keeps me paid.
Yeah.
I've got a radio station called FCUM Radio, which is for FC United. So me and a friend of mine.
FC what?
FC United of Manchester.
Football Club United.
That's right. FC United, yeah.
No particular club.
No, it's a club. Yeah. It's up
is it right? Okay.
Yeah. It's up in Moston.
Oh right, I know Moston. I used to live in Moston.
In Broadhurst Park up there, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so we do a lot of radio for them. We've got a full station set up, and we organise volunteers. More organising. Organising volunteers to send shows into us and all that, so that's a really cool thing to do, and that'll definitely carry on.
Right then, so we've got where you're from.
Summary.
Where you're going to.
Yeah.
Where do you see where you're going to be going to? Have you got a goal in mind? Because I find a lot of musicians have got a goal in mind. Sometimes it's a little bit facile.
Yeah.
So where do you want to be, say, in 5 years' time? Do you want to...
I think just pretty much doing what I'm doing. I had a realisation the other day that I'm pretty happy with it all, which is a very cool place to be at.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Like, I've lost all kind of ambition of ever getting paid for music and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not technically sound enough anyway. I enjoy playing it. If I could get paid for stuff like radio work and all that kind of thing, that would be great in the future. But I'm doing it every week anyway, so I get to do what I love. I've got a job, so it pays me enough to live in the city centre and enjoy myself. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with things. So if it's still like this in 5 years, I think I'll be alright with that.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
I hope so.
That's really good, isn't it? So I think we'll call it a day there. So that's Marv.
I like this.
Marv, dial him in. So it's a Dub Vampire calling it a day for Bards Tales. See you later.